Hey there, this is Mr. Wilford, and I wanted to go over Chapter 4, Section 2, talk a little bit about angle relationships in triangles. And as we go through this section here, there's quite a few different things that we're going to be talking about, theorems and things like that. And maybe it would be helpful to even jot down some notes as you go through this section. But just real quick, the first theorem is called the triangle sum theorem, and this is a pretty popular theorem that you use. And basically what it's saying here is that if you add up all three of the angles in any triangle, they're going to equal 180 degrees. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C, those three angles together will equal 180 degrees. And that's kind of important when you're looking at solving triangles or finding the angles of a triangle. Okay, and then they talk about a couple terms in this section as well. One being the auxiliary line, and that is an extended line from the vertex of a triangle. So we'll see that again in a second here when we talk about some other theorems. Let me go to the next page. This here is just an example, and they have a diagram of a map with some triangles drawn in here and some different angles. And what you need to do here is be able to find the measure of certain angles. And as you go through and you look at this, what you're looking for is that all three angles equal 180 degrees. So for example, this first one, find the measure of angle NKM, which is NKM, this angle right here. If you know 88 degrees and 48 degrees, you can subtract that from 180 and get your angle, 44 degrees. So you're just kind of filling in these other angles using that theorem. Now, a corollary is a theorem whose proof follows directly from another theorem. So these are some corollaries that kind of go along with this. The first one has to do with the other two angles of a 90-degree angle. Now remember, the three angles added together are 180. If you have a 90-degree angle, that means that angle D and E are what we call complementary, or when we add those together we get 90 degrees. Another corollary here is the measure of each angle of an equal angular triangle is 60 degrees. Remember, an equal angular triangle, all three angles are the same measure. Because they have to equal 180, 180 divided by 3 gives us 60, so we know that each angle there is 60 degrees. Continuing on, here's where we have a few terms, and I just want to look at a couple of these, and actually the diagrams always do a nice job of kind of giving you an explanation here of some things. We have a triangle, and all these angles inside the triangle are called our interior angles. And when we draw this extended line here, this side, we create what's called an exterior angle. And the reason that's important is because some of the problems and theorems that we're going to talk about involve interior angles and exterior angles. For example, we have an exterior angle theorem here. And it's kind of neat because this angle 4, which is the exterior angle, the measure of that angle equals the measures of angle 1 and 2. So if you add these two angles up, you're going to get the measure of angle 4. And there are a couple of examples that kind of go through and work that out a little bit here. Let me go to the last page here, and this is the third angle theorems, and basically this is saying that if you have two congruent angles, angle L is congruent to R, M is congruent to S, then the third angles are also going to be congruent, or the same. So take a look at some of these theorems. They're good, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.